Thomas Zane had ended our talk in what felt like a paranoid fit. I had what I needed from him. There was another murder site in the hotel to guide me further toward my escape. I had to write my way to it.
The word. Whispers from the police radio kept me awake at night. The word through the ether. A murder in the backdrop of a play featuring a murder cult. How meta can you get? He said, looking knowingly at the camera. I could sense the cult of the word in this, and their leader, Mr. Scratch. Rumored to be Alan Wake, the writer who'd gone missing years before.
The hotel was a perfect setting for a Casey story. I was on the right path. I would start at the entrance lobby. The entrance hall set the mood, where everyone had come in. The victim, the murderer, the detective. An idea, clear as a vision, waited for me here.
So you were the director of this play?
Yeah, that's me. Our performance of the cult was cursed from the pre-show ritual on. The cult is an immersive theatrical experience.
You're gonna have to walk me through what that means.
Immersive theater. A play where the audience can participate, spread across this hotel. The cult is a legend. The only written copy of the manuscript lost, the play is passed on as oral tradition between theater companies. Each company only performs it once. The play was said to have special power. We were like kids playing with a Ouija board. And when you call for the devil, he will come.
The pre-show ritual. That's it. Set it up. Start from the beginning. Layers upon layers. A play about a murder cult, infiltrated by a real murder cult. I didn't have the key. The room at the end of the corridor was closed off. It felt significant. Something terrible would happen there. The troupe were busy building their own Wicker Man, where they themselves would be sacrificed. The prop room had been changed from room 104 to room 225. I needed to find the key.
Alan, wake.
Good evening. You rider are trapped in a dream world, Amsterdam. Come true. Us, hidden few, know that ultimately he will succeed. But before that, many of his stories collapse back into the stuff that dreams are made of, to remain as they began, works of fiction. And yet, maybe there is a gleam of truth to be unearthed from these tales. A rare glimpse into the unseen realities beyond our own, offering us intriguing avenues of contemplation as they transpire in Night Springs.
This is where they gathered before the play. This is where it began.
I'm awake.
This is Dr. Casper Darling, formerly of the Federal Bureau of Control. I think this signal is coming through now. Are you receiving me? Something shifted. The previously observed interference disrupting my broadcast has gone. Fluctuation in gravitational forces, either something moved out of the way or my relative position to it changed. But the alignment or the condition of this whole plane spiraled to a more favorable position. The ordinary rules of reality do not apply here. Best I can describe this place as a dreamscape. But who's the dreamer? And how do you wake up from this dream? I've been taking readings with the limited equipment I've been able to secure. Some riveting data accumulating. Hypotheses taking shape. My struggle with this, that the way this place works makes any hypothesis immediately come back to alter and contaminate the data. Anyway, I've been working with the capture and isolate and amplify certain frequencies from the background radiation ambient noise, so let's see what happens. There. The deeper into the dark depths I got, peeling off the layers of the dark place, like the ocean zones, from twilight to midnight, to abyssal to the deepest trenches. The closer I'm going now, peeling off this voice, the narration, from twilight to midnight. It keeps going forever. This leads me to believe it's what's holding this place together. It's making it real. Is this the voice of the dreamer? What's strange is it sounds a little bit like my voice.
It could not be opened on the side.
This dog is a monster! This is superstar.
I couldn't get in. I was missing something. Hey, Tim. New map, huh?
Yep. Like, I've never been to New York, but I can tell you that this ain't it.
I heard you humming again.
Yeah, I can't get this song out of my head. It's a real earworm. I hear it in my dreams.
I know that song you keep humming. It's the theme from Night Springs.
That old sci-fi show?
Sci-fi horror anthology. I used to write for a long time ago.
Like, it sounds a bit nuts, but I think the song is connected to Door. Or it's my subconscious telling me that this is all pretty out there.
The ballroom would be the stage of a key scene in the play.
elements for my story to make it more true, even the parts that are true. I must change reality to escape. The writing has to be just right, or else it'll all just wash away.
The ballroom was where the pre-show ritual was held. Vision. Another idea.
Why set up a play in a hotel? Why this hotel?
Because the rent is cheap? No. The ocean view was perfect for this. It's said to be haunted. Dark stories about murder, death, suicide. Supposedly, an actual cult once performed an unspeakable ritual to summon something in the ballroom. Did we summon the same thing? Tapped into something horrifying? It seemed like it was part of the play, but it wasn't. Does that sound crazy?
You don't want to ask me about crazy, kid.
A haunted hotel. Yes. That's a trope for a reason.
Wake. Ram these words down your throat.
I recognized my writer's room on the stage. I almost dreaded the ideas this would conjure up.
Nice set you got here. What was the scene in this room?
Well, this is what we call the writer's room. In the play, it's where the devil rewrites reality whilst God is asleep. The devil was our star role. I got a big-time celebrity to play him, and he was method acting the role to perfection. He never broke character, always wore the cult mask. His name was scratched out on the posters.
Mm-hmm. And who was this mystery celebrity? Let me guess. Alan Wake?
I wish I could tell you. But turns out there were masks upon masks. Whoever he really was, shit got weird when he was around. Some of the crew joked that we'd actually hired the devil to play himself.
Mr. Scratch as the devil. He was born to play the role.
I had to agree with Casey on that. This was dark, but the story had to be dark. This is not my writing. This is Scratch mocking me. This was not the ritual murder site I was looking for. This had just been an appetizer before the main course. was using darkness as a weapon.
Choke on these words.
The devil walked through the hotel, dragging the whole place to hell with him.
Wake. I drown.
The devil's path up the staircase was draped in blood.
Alan Wake.
I felt the presence of a new idea here.
Mr. Scratch, if that's who the actor playing the devil was, had stayed in the hotel. Asking around at reception got me a room number. 666. He had requested that room, specifically. The devil had a sense of humor. Or he really didn't. It was funny either way. According to the director, the actor hadn't mingled with the rest of the cast. He had only come out for the play. And always in character.
Scratch had been there. I could sense his presence lingering in the room. I was about to have another killer idea.
Okay, let's talk about the murder victim. The lady who was killed in the climax of the play.
The leading lady. Oh, it was an honor to get to work with her. A grand dame for sure. She went back a long time. Kept insisting she had seen the long-lost original script of the play. She'd been with this mysterious writer, his muse. That was her role in the play. The muse.
She was staying in room 108, where the murder happened.
The set of the final scene, right. The devil comes, an unstoppable force crashing through the hotel through each scene, executed with devastating mastery. And all leading up to him meeting his muse. It turns out he knew her. He had only joined the play to get to her.
To murder her.
The dark presence had come for me. Drawn to the story I was writing as it grew darker.
Wake.
The final scene took place in room 108. I needed to find the muse, the murder victim, room 108. This was the murder site. There was a record at the bottom of the bathtub, beneath the body. Another step. Somehow I was closer to home. Closer than ever before. It's you again. The FBI agent. Saga Anderson. I'm closer now. I can feel it. You helped me get closer to escaping.
Wake? I'm still trapped. Yeah, the clicker. We can...
You know about the clicker. It can help us. I destroyed the Dark Presence with it last time. You can help. You can find it. You must find it.
I can get it to you. I have to understand. Did you write the story?
Alice is in danger. I have to stop Scratch. I have to find Return. I need to get back to my apartment. I'm writing a story to get through. Initiation. It's the only way.
The story. You can do that. You can write out...
It lasted only for a moment, like two planets passing in orbit. Saga Anderson was helping me go deeper, closer to escape, somehow. I had to trust her. Parliament Tower. I had to get back to my apartment, my study. I had to find the manuscript of Return.
Some say that it moves forever, this road that I lose you on every time. Some say that it...
I'm lost.
Parliament Tower was here, again. Zane said the manuscript of Return was the key to escaping. I had to get it before Scratch did.
Go to hell!
Alice had turned the bathroom into a dark room.
For months after Ellen died, I didn't leave the apartment. I was flattened by the confusion, shock, the guilt, fear. of bed. Barry Wheeler started visiting. He even cooked me meals. I couldn't stand the guy when I first met him, but he's a better friend than I gave him credit for. And he still checks in. Even after he moved out west.
Alice's work had consumed the apartment. Her whole life.
One morning, I saw a deer soar past my bedroom window. It was a balloon of some cartoon animal. And I looked out at the street below, and I saw a little girl crying. Like losing that balloon had just ended her whole world. It was the perfect image of the horror of caring. And that's when I got myself out of bed. And I picked up my camera. There was something in the dark. Something I needed to see, to show. The more shadows I photographed and filmed, the more I felt like I was on the verge of a breakthrough. I submerged myself in it. I only went out at night. My search became obsessive, but I still had no idea what I was looking for. There's a world hidden behind ours. A dark tide ebbing and flowing against reality. Faces in the shadows. Fear of the dark is really just fear of what could be, that vast, paralyzing ocean. But photography can freeze reality in a snapshot, put a cage around the infinite and capture it. I need to prove those faces are really there.
The full manuscript of a novel. Return. A horror story about the dark presence escaping from the dark place, taking over Bright Falls. I couldn't remember writing it. I had not written it. I would never write this. I knew who had. Scratch. A monster with my face. If this story came true, Scratch would get out, people would die. Destroying the manuscript, it wouldn't stop it from happening. I would have to fix it, edit it. I could not change the genre of the story. I'd have to work within the constraints set by Scratch. I needed someone in the story to fight the darkness. Saga Anderson. I kept seeing her in my visions. She was already in Bright Falls, already involved, but she was not in Return. Not yet. I'd write her in. Try to stop Scratch within the limits of the horror story. It was almost impossible. It was taking too long. I had not reached the end.
Some say that
Scratch stopped me before I could finish my edits to the manuscript. The memory of my edits was already fading. Terrible things would happen if the manuscript came true. Scratch was there, at Parliament Tower, undoing my work. He could use the story to escape. He could go after Alice.
The writer.
Zane had said we worked on Return together. That was a lie. Scratch wrote Return. I would pay Zane another visit. He had guided me to 2 murder sites. I needed a new one to get back to Parliament Tower. A new draft of Initiation. I don't have time for this, so let's get it over with. Tell me, was this all fake? A show?
No one said otherwise, Mr. Wake. It was to indulge you, but we can stop pretending now.
Masks come off.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I don't even think you know who's under your mask, but you know how to make things difficult for yourself. All these rules, endless, convoluted loops you insist on going through. You are so lucky, you know. There are so many people helping you. Armies of people. Myself. Your wife.
Alice. I need to get to her. She's in danger.
She is. Because of you. And so is someone important to me, someone you pulled into this. You keep opening doors. Peeking in. Reaching through to get what you want, and that puts you in my path.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have to go now.
Maybe you will make it through this time. This has gone on long enough. This and our Night Springs. It was a nice distraction.
It's time someone gave me a straight answer here.
The next time we meet, the circumstances will be very different. And you would do well to return the favor by playing your part. Or stay out of my way, Mr. Wake.
Whatever you say. Door, Zane, the masks were finally coming off. Was it a sign I was closer to escaping? I had no time to waste.
Wake!
The darkness is coming. Wake. Wake. Alan Wake. This is Wake. Alan Wake.
Hurry, Tom.
Wake.
Here is the light at the end of the...
Jumalauta, that held you close, Tom. Mutta go onward, said the granny in the snow. When the panic is biggest, the help is also near.
Door didn't seem happy to see me this time.
Fearing the master is the root of wisdom. But don't let the game get you down. He's playing his role. Maybe put him in your films, Tom, like you have put me. Sehän olisikin.
What films?
I'm a fan of your masterworks. There is Tom the Poet, my favorite, and Yöden Yö is the most famous one, of course. And is it true what I hear, that it's coming back to cinemas soon? Is there a bottom to this rumor?
I need to get back to my apartment. Can you help me?
Well, plan is half done. You asked me to make sure you won't forget mikä se valokuva oli? The light pictures. The photos you artist wife took. They are waiting in the shoebox in the basement. What you leave behind, you find in front of you.
Okay. Thanks, Adi. The door wouldn't budge. I couldn't force it open. To get to Parliament Tower, I needed to find the murder site. Zane would know where to find one.
Inside this messy maze of blood trails I was chasing the cult through, I ran into the filmmaker, Thomas Zane, an esoteric bohemian with a hard-on for acts of cruelty performed in the name of occult nonsense. A director wants to control every aspect of the world in their films. Is the cult leader any different? Was Zane just another alias for Scratch? There was a rumor that Wake and Zane had been working on something together. I was going to get the truth out of Zane with whatever means necessary. Had I chosen to pursue the cult, or had they chosen me for some unknowable purpose? To be a demon, to sort the clues based on my interpretation, to change that which I observed. It was all a play. Shadows on the wall of a cave, an echo of the true events that happened somewhere else. Was I there to watch the shadows, or was I a shadow too? In a performance set up for someone else.
Zane's room, 665, was upstairs. The elevator would take me there. Something told me Zane wouldn't be happy to see me this time. I'm in control now. The second you try anything, I will shoot you in the head. Scratch wrote return, not me. You're a fucking liar.
You'd given up. You stopped writing. You said it was too dangerous, that we didn't deserve to get out. And then he showed up. Scratch. He promised to write. To get me the hell out of here. He was magnificent. A visionary. I mean, it was art. Then, when he finished, he took return and left me behind.
It's still here, and so is he.
I know I fucked up. But you can still catch him before he gets out, before he gets to your wife. When you get to him, don't hesitate. Kill the bastard for what he did to us. There's a murder site in my cinema where my film Nightless Night is playing.
I told you not to try anything!
Oh, mercy. Thousands have gone missing, beyond the labyrinth of me. When you're lost in your own company. And cut! Oh. Now that is drama.
What the fuck? I had a million questions about Zane, but I had more pressing concerns. I had to find the movie theater Poets Cinema. The next murder site was there. Zane had created the film in tandem with Return to escape the dark place. I could see the searchlight beams of the movie theater on the far side of the plaza. I couldn't get in. I was missing something. The theater appeared to be closed. Maybe the ticket could still get me in.
Please enjoy the film, sir.
The cinema lobby was a gateway to other realities on the silver screen. I could set a scene here.
For a lifetime. I felt like I'd been on this case looking for the cult of the word for a lifetime or more. The only case I'd ever been on. They would surface from the dark with their depraved acts of violence and fade back into the night, leaving behind bloody crime scenes and clues heavy with obscure meanings that led nowhere. Arriving at the cinema, I felt them. Monumental, terrifying revelation trembling before me, ready to open its jaws and swallow me whole.
This place had significance to the cult. There was something to use there. I mean... The first step toward the murder site. I was making progress. Someone had barricaded themselves in the room.
How do you run from an idea, from a thought, from a story that lives in your head? You can't escape your fears. You carry your monsters with you. The devil on your back, it's in you. You're running right back to it. A loop. I have to stop. Stop running. Stop writing. I won't put another word. It's too dangerous. Only horror comes out of it. People get hurt. I'll let the currents of this ocean wash me away. But what if I forget why I stopped? What if I forget I stopped and all that is fucked up? If that happens, I'll start writing again.
Did I stop writing at some point? I can't stop. There's too much at stake. I was missing something. I needed a new draft of the story. One that would get me ahead of scratch. I needed a new draft of the story. One that would get me... I needed a new draft of the story. One that would get me...
Do you a lot of good to talk, buddy.
It was an initiation ceremony. Or so we made our new members believe. 2 of New York's finest. They had performed endless favors to earn their place among us. We had something special waiting for them. And something very special for you, Alex Casey.
Who's your leader? Alan Wake? Scratch? Zane? Give me a name!
You will meet him soon enough.
There was no end to the corruption. It fit the genre, so I'd use it. I needed a... I needed a new draft of the story. One that would get me ahead. I needed a new draft of the story. One that would get me ahead of Scratch. The cops had gotten their 15 minutes of fame with the cult, and it had been a scream. They were the murder victims. I had to find a way into the projection booth somehow. It could not be opened on the side.
Urban legends circling Thomas Zane were a bottomless rabbit hole. I'd done some digging. To film freaks, he was a mythic auteur in the art house cinema. A rising star coming to America from Finland. But he only created one film, Tom the Poet, before he went missing, mirroring the vanishing of the main character in the movie, played by himself. The biggest mystery was around his lost film, an early work made in Finland, Nightless Night, rumored to have mystic properties. Some claimed it was a snuff film, that the ritual murder in the film was an actual murder. There were no known surviving copies, but the cult chased it as if it were their unholy grail, just like Wake's books were.
The story was affecting the scene. I was safe, but the restless shadows would return.
I say, God made us in his image. Just like us, he is an uncaring, cruel son of a bitch. Having made it in heaven, he doesn't want us there, dirtying up all that nice white upholstery. And he doesn't want to reach down to help us. He gets his kicks just binge-watching us struggling, hurting, killing, dying. Screwing it up again and again. Lazily stirring it up when things threaten to get too placid. This city is only here to satisfy his sick, voyeuristic pleasure.
The door wouldn't budge.
Something kept me going. A broken man. No hope, no prospects, no love. Too stubborn to die. Like a cockroach with a misguided sense of honor and justice in a city where there can never be justice.
My writing was affecting reality.
Wake.
It was locked from the other side.
Alan, wake. Alan, wake.
following your master into La La Land. A sad bunch of clowns in funny masks and hoods, pretending to be a secret society.
Or maybe it is you who's playing a role, Mr. Casey. A role carefully laid out for you. A puppet blindly performing the ritual steps for the glory of the cult. Huh?
What the fuck have you been smoking?
Nightless Night. A clip of the lost film survived. You will see, Mr. Casey. In the Nightless Night, you will finally see.
Nightless Night was Zane's film. It played a role in his story.
These are my words. Cover your story. You'll come to the words. Don't be a story. You're in my story.
The shadows like
Make you juggle these words. This is your story.
Zane was in the clip holding my lamp. Was he playing me in his film? Zane's lamp on the screen had no light. The light of the lamp shone out of the screen and revealed the door.
I can't hear my story.
I was back out into the night. The seedy alley away from prying eyes was a good scene for dark deeds. The plot changed the details of the world.
You don't think they're gonna want us to, like, cut off a finger or something for this initiation, do you?
Nah. I'm sure we'll just chant some ceremonial stuff. Nothing to it.
Well, it's about time. We paid our dues. Made plenty of their problems disappear. Dumped all those nobodies down that chute.
What we did or didn't do, it's all behind us now. We're going straight to the top, partner.
Yep, like we died and went to heaven.
straight to the top. The dirty cops looked down on the city. Their city. They had committed repulsive deeds to get there. They told themselves it was worth it. It could not be opened on the side. Someone had fallen to their death from the rooftop.
Don't you fucking move, or I'll blow you away.
You got me, Mr. Casey. I'm all yours. Go ahead. Ask that burning question in your mind.
How did you do it? How did you get me into that film clip without my remembering it? Talk to me, damn it!
You've seen the film? Good, good. Now you're ready to meet the Grandmaster. He's waiting for you in the projection booth where everything will be revealed, where he will project a new reality onto this one. And now, Mr. Casey, I've played my part to the end.
No! Crazy bastard! Why'd he jump?
The projection booth. Was that where I'd find the murder site?
Hey, Alan. It's good to see another sane face.
Not sure how sane I'm feeling. Be careful out there, Tim. If you see me, make sure it's really me, not some psycho wearing my face.
Sounds like you've been having a rough go. I've been there. The missing time, the aliens.
Wait, what's this about aliens?
Oh, I was just convinced that everything going on with me was because of aliens. Abductions, signals beamed into my head, that kind of thing. Now I know it's been Door all along. I haven't ruled out him being an alien, though.
Missing time?
It's the same thing I've been saying. The dreams. Sometimes I wake up in a completely different place, missing entire days. I have no idea what happened, but I'm trying to find out. Things always get better if you just keep moving forward, Alan.
The shadows were gone. Or just out of sight. found myself in a maze of film equipment. There had to be a way to the projection booth from here.
I'm here, you son of a bitch!
I wasn't alone.
Show yourself! The Grand Master, my ass! You're a clown in a mask!
I was back where I started. A loop within a loop. I had to keep going.
I'm here, you son of a bitch! Show yourself! Who was that? Who said that? The Grand Master, my ass! You're a clown in a mask! I'm not the one wearing a mask here, you moron!
The Casey in the story was losing it. I wasn't far behind. I was back at the beginning again. I had to keep going. Find a way to the murder site.
Show yourself! Who was that? Who said that? That's a real clever trick, asshole! You can run, but you can't hide! The Grand Master, my ass! You're a clown in a mask! I'm not the one wearing a mask here, you moron! Why don't you come here and say that to my face, buddy? Then we'll see who's the moron.
I was back at the beginning again. I had to keep going.
I'm here,
Find a way to the murder site.
Show yourself! Who was it? Who said that? That's a real...
Who's there? Look, you got the wrong guy. I'm not Alex Casey. I only play him in the movies. He's just a fictional character.
What's going on here?
You don't have to kill... Oh, no. Oh, no, you don't! You'll be sorry!
What the fuck? I was getting close.
Casey, you've done well. You've played your role perfectly.
Everything out of your mouth is a damn lie. The only place any of this makes any sense is in your psychotic brain.
As a fictional character in a story, you've fulfilled your purpose. You brought the writer of the story here. You can go now, Casey.
No, I'm not going anywhere before I get some answers. How was I in that movie? Why does all this feel so familiar? What? Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck am I? No!
And welcome to you, Alan Wake.
What the hell?
This is the ritual to lead you on. We're just one step away from your final destination, Mr. Wake. First, here's an unanswered mystery for you. If Casey was fictional, and you assumed his role as a detective, are you now fictional too? Whose story are you living, Mr. Wake?
The visions are getting under my skin, coming too close for comfort. Not a separate layer, but mingling with my own reality in the dark place. Wait. Dead end. This can't be right. Did I miss something? A murder site. The mask was the key. This is how I could help her.
Saga Anderson, listen. I've been tricked. Scratch wrote returned. I tried to fix the story, but he stopped me before I reached the end. He has it now. It's the key to escape.
What do you mean, escape? You're Scratch.
I need to stop him. I need to stop him before he gets out. He's after Alice. I'm still trapped, but I'm making progress. I wrote you in to be the story's hero. Scratch made a horror story. I need to match the genre. It has to be dark, but the hero can break through, save her family, save us all.
Save her family? Are you talking about my family?
Yes. Whatever you're doing, it's working. You just need to keep going.
Did we become family in the horror story?
I was closer now. Closer than ever before. But there was no time to lose. Everything was hanging in the balance. I could still lose it all. Parliament Tower. I had to make it work this time. I could stop Scratch, get the manuscript, fix its ending. I was traveling deeper into the dark place. The poem on the wall was growing at the same pace, dogging my footsteps, like my unwanted shadow moving in the corner of my eye. It wasn't my writing. I didn't know what it was. A terrible prophecy, a curse, looming over me.
There wasn't enough alcohol in this city to drown the memories of this nightmare, but I'd damn well try. This case would never be closed. I had more questions now than at the start. The irony of being trapped in a postmodern detective story. I felt watched. The eyes of some unseen audience on me. I wanted to turn to the hidden camera and tell them to fuck off. But I didn't know where to look to break the fourth wall. There would always be another case for Casey. A million stories in this dark city. The night opened up to welcome me. I walked into her arms. Roll credits.
The phone was ringing again. Somehow I sensed it wasn't Zane this time. Hello?
Hello.
It wasn't Zane. It wasn't Scratch either. Huh? You're me? Me? I don't understand. There's a lot I don't understand.
The dark place operates in loops. Time is a story. I'm calling you from a different point in that story.
From the future? I'm never getting out of here, am I?
Yes, you will. And no, you won't. And that is by your own choice.
What does that mean?
I'm sorry for what you'll have to go through. You need to go back to the talk show studio basement. Get Alice's photos from a shoebox there. Before you can go to Parliament Tower, you must put the photos into the shoebox at her statue at the plaza. To help you, to help Alice, to help Saga Anderson.
I'm my own Deus Ex Machina? Really? How many writers does it take to finish a story? One for each draft. It's the same writer, but in a different point in time. I'd follow the steps he laid out for me. Alice's photo from the talk show building basement. I had to go back to get them. I'd bring the photos to the shoebox by the statue. The door wouldn't open. Alice's photos. I recognize the style. One showed the clicker sinking into darkness. The other showed a light in the shape of a bullet. I need to get them to the plaza. I had the photos now. I needed to put them into the shoebox by the statue.
lost. I'm lost in the dark, drowning. I'm drowning. I'm drowning. No way out. There's no way out. Sinking deeper, deeper, deeper. This is hell. I'm in hell. I died. Gosh, I was dead. Let me die. I just want to sleep. Please. Let me sleep. I'm so tired. I just want to go home. I've written so much. I write. There's nothing left. It's all gone. I don't know how to write. All the words are gone. There's no more words. Where did they go? Did I eat the words? I don't recognize these words anymore. Are the words moving? Oh, this is familiar. Why is this familiar? I've been here before. Have I said this before? I've read this somewhere. Where am I? Who am I? Alan Wake. Wake? That's a strange name, eh? Wake? That sounds like a character's name. I write that name up? I make that name up? I don't want to be a character. I don't want to be in the story. Just write me out of this story. Ram these words down your throat. Make you choke on these words. Oh, I know the words. Secret words. You can't take the words. I eat the words. These are my words. Stop using the words. The words. Cult of the word. This isn't your story. It never was your story. The story is a monster. The story will eat you alive. The darkness is coming. The darkness inside. This is my story. You're in my story. Get out of my story. You are a character in my story. You can't stop the story. This story will go on forever. There's no escape. You will never escape. You will drown here. You're stuck in a loop. You don't have a clue. You're lost. You lost the plot. I'll show you.
Construct is not a part of this place. And is it because I never truly believed that was time's true nature and this place was reacting to my thoughts, or some other more fundamental reason? I don't know. That said, to the best of my calculations, subjectively, this is my day 665. It's a long time. I have explored every conceivable avenue of research, exhausted every scientific method of investigation I know, all dead ends. And I feel like I need something else. Something else entirely. Some mad, creative mindset to help me. I'm not a scientist, an artist. This is a place for an artist. Oh. Hey, man, how you doing? Hello. Darling, Dr. Casper Darling, it is so good to meet you. Well, hello, darling. I'm Tom. Tom Zane. Have we met? You look familiar. Well, you sound familiar. Hold on. You work out a lot, don't you? I mean, look at you. You're swole. Well, I am active. Yeah. You wouldn't happen to know a way out of here, would you? A drink? Oh, cheers. Keep it. You know what? You and I, we should join forces. Come up with a plan for escape. Art and science combined to form an unstoppable force. Yes. Yes! Yes! We have to start to methodically test and eliminate various works of art within the bounds. Wildly
is broken here. I'm lost. I'm lost in the dark, drowning. I'm drowning. I'm drowning. No way out. There's no way out. Sinking deeper, deeper, deeper. This is hell. I'm in... I'm lost. I'm lost in the dark, drowning. I'm drowning. I'm drowning. No way out. There's no way out. Sinking deeper, deeper, deeper. This is hell. I'm in hell. I died. I wish I was dead. Let me die. I just want to sleep. Please. Let me sleep. I'm so tired. I just want to go home. I've written so much. I write. There's nothing left. It's all gone. I don't know how to write. All the words are gone. There's no more words. Where do they go? Did I eat the words? I don't recognize these words. Why are the words moving? Oh, this is familiar. Why is this familiar? I've been here before. Have I said this before? I've read this somewhere. Where am I? Who am I? Alan Wake. Wake? That's a strange name, eh? Wake? That sounds like a character's name. I write the name up? I make that name up? I don't want to be a character. I don't want to be the story. Just write me out of the story. Ram these words down your throat. Make you choke on these words. Oh, I know the words. Secret words. You can't take the words. I eat the words. These are my words. Stop using the words. The words. Call to the word. This isn't your story. It never was your story. The story is a monster. The story will eat you alive. The darkness is coming. The darkness inside. This is my story. You're in my story. Get out of my story. You are a character in my story. You can't stop the story. This story will go on forever. There's no escape. You will never escape. You will drown here. You're stuck in a loop. You don't have a clue. You're lost. You lost the plot. I'll show you.